Get these next two fighters into the cage. This a lightweight division contest. Give it up first for Donovan Desmae.
Well, it's the co-feature bout of our preliminary card here at Cage Warriors 89. And Josh, it has to be said, this is a contest that people have been talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a fantastic matchup on paper. Donovan Desmae coming out to the soundtrack to King Arthur, the new version of King Arthur. 25 years old, representing Red Kings in Brussels, brings a record of 9-4-0 to his Cage Warriors, second Cage Warriors appearance here tonight. 4 TKOs, 2 subs for him. Last time we saw him was at Cage Warriors 85 in June, lost the decision to Martin Stapleton. You know what, he never really got to show the sort of striking he's capable of. Martin Stapleton very good at just shutting people down, and that's exactly what happened to Donovan Desmae.
Absolutely, you know, clearly a lot more to offer. That in itself, Stapleton versus Desmae was a highly anticipated bout. It was Stapleton that won the chess match on that occasion. But you've got to think, well, that was the chess match. This one might just be firecrackers.
Absolutely, you know, he had an 8-fight win streak going until he ran into a couple of back-to-back losses that snapped it. You know, it was unlucky for him, but a lot of experience. You know, he made his debut at 20 years old. He's fit all those fights into very consistent 5 years of competition. You know, if he can find his way back to winning ways and show the sort of form that let him put a streak like that together, you know, he's tough for anyone to deal with.
Absolutely, Josh. I mean, this is a fight that really has split the Cage Warriors fans. We'd love to hear your predictions for this one. Join in the conversation on social media at Cage Warriors on Twitter, Cage Warriors Fighting Championship on Facebook. Use the hashtag CW89. We want to hear your predictions for this and the rest of our contests here at Cage Warriors. Donovan Desmae enters the cage, and he's got a considerable task ahead of him, Josh.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his lightweight opponent this evening. Give it up from Birmingham, England, for Aiden Lee.
And Josh, when you talk about prospects in UK MMA, the name Aiden Lee will almost certainly come up early in that conversation.
Yeah, this guy's been putting on some fantastic experiences domestically in the UK, and just 22 years old. You know, he's representing Team Renegade out of Birmingham. It's UFC fighter Tom Breese's club up there. You know, 4-1 as an amateur, 5-1 now as a professional. Most of his wins coming by stoppage. You know, he's got a great ground game, put 3 sub-wins together. We've seen him actually 4 times already on Cage Warriors in those 6 professional appearances. He's already 3-0 in 2017. He didn't have to take this fight. He's gone up in weight 10 pounds because, you know, he said, you know what, I'm on a tear. I want to finish this this year 4-0.
Yeah, you've got to love that confidence. Aiden Lee wanted to get this contest in before the end of the year. Cage Warriors matchmaker Ian Dean said, well, we've got a space open at lightweight. Aiden Lee absolutely jumps at the chance. You know, we saw him take that loss not too long ago, the only one of his professional career, and what a way to bounce back. 3-0 undefeated since, looking to make it 4 here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this one a Cage Warriors lightweight division contest. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 9 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in on the lightweight limit of 155 pounds. Fighting out of Brussels, Belgium, Donovan Desmae. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist whose professional record reads 5 wins, 1 loss. Standing 6 feet tall, he weighed in too at exactly 155 pounds. Fighting out of Birmingham, England, Aiden Lee. And when the action begins, the referee in charge, Rich Mitchell.
Referee Rich Mitchell about to get this one underway. 3 5-minute rounds if they need them in the Cage Warriors lightweight division. Donovan Desmae in the black, Aiden Lee in the camo. of gloves. We are underway.
That southpaw stance for Aiden Lee, firing that jab out. Of course, we saw him at Cage Warriors 87 last month. A really quick first round sub for him. Really concise takedown and body triangle to choke finish, and firing a piston of a backhand.
Plenty of tricks up his sleeve has Aiden Lee. Not surprising at all, considering the camp he's coming out of and the training partners he has with the UFC's Tom Breese, also formerly a Cage Warriors fighter and a huge prospect in his own right.
Yeah, Lee playing with a switch of stance there. Desmae answers with a couple of kicks to that lead leg.
This is a big fight for Aiden Lee. Not only is he moving up a weight class, he's also giving up some experience here.
Lee showed a lot of strikes there in order to find his way into this clinch. Oh, and a good body lock takedown, looking to hop to the back. One hook. Can he get the second?
That is absolutely sublime from Aiden Lee to take the back early.
Yeah, look how deep that right hook is, hooking all the way down at the calf and the ankle to keep his man secured. Desmae trying to strip that left hook. Got to block his throat, though. Oh, and Aiden Lee just about getting that foot in. Oh, and he's on the neck, and Desmae has not paid any attention to his neck here.
Across the face at the moment, and Desmae looking particularly uncomfortable as Aiden Lee looks to adjust. Desmae able to turn into the guard, though.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was going to be able to use that choke to stay on top. It looked that deep, but Desmae with a chance to go to work on top here. Leg lock entry coming. Straight over Ashy, rolling into the heel hook. Good spin and clearance of the knee from Desmae.
Good work from Desmae to avoid that, but again, he's got Aiden Lee attacking his neck, and Lee's got that perfect body type for those kind of chokes, Josh.
Yeah, he really does. Long and lanky, gets those grips in. His arms can find a hole from anywhere, but you know, what I really liked there was how quickly he went underneath his opponent to look for the leg hook entry, and whether he really thought he was going to get that outside heel hook, you know, he used it to off balance to sweep, and now he's got a dominant position up against the cage again with fantastic head position.
And much like in the Stapleton fight, Donovan Desmae really finding himself shut down here, Josh.
Yeah, early days yet, still a couple of minutes to go in this first round, but Aiden Lee's had a, you know, fantastic little flurry of action so far.
Both men exchanging high kicks to the block there. Lee looking to change levels. Good defensive work so far from Desmae.
Yeah, can't quite see the grip around the neck here. Interesting, Lee didn't really set that one up with too many strikes.
Lee taking the center of the cage again, looking at the body that time. Every time I've spoken to Aiden Lee on Fight Week, he's oozing confidence. Takes a nice right hand there, though, from Donovan Desmae. Desmae looking a little bit looser here, Josh.
Yeah, starting to open up a little bit more. Just look how broad Aiden Lee's shoulders are. Get the rotation he can get into his strikes from that type of frame.
Certainly does not look like the smaller man by any stretch of the imagination here at lightweight. Oh, nice.
Good
right
shot.
uppercut there from Aiden Lee.
And Aiden Lee's done this so far. He showed a lot of these strikes and then picked which ones he's going to really extend with. Tying up upper body again here, looking for that inside control.
Lee doing a great job of keeping Donovan Desmae guessing here.
Yeah, he's mixing up everything very well. I particularly like some of his strikes have come immediately behind kicks. That high kick he opened with. And then looking straight away for the leg lock entry.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I think...
Clubbing right hands there from Desmae.
Oh, and an elbow. Desmae's defending these legs well. I think Aiden Lee knew he only had maybe 5 or 10 seconds left, so he thought, I'll throw a Hail Mary out, see where it gets me. They got him an elbow in the face for his troubles.
That's always the risk when you're going for those leg submissions. Obviously, in mixed martial arts, it does leave your head open to the ground strikes.
Yeah, if you can't lock up the guy's hip and knee very, very fast and get that type of control, you're in trouble.
And the lovely Edith signaling the start of round 2 is imminent. Interesting first round as we take a look back at some of the action. And it has to be said, Josh, it was Aiden Lee taking the initiative in most of the exchanges there.
Yeah, here's his first takedown I think we're going to see. Backing him up, changing level very nicely.
Desmae having the fight with his back to the cage.
I mean, you know, Lee had a fantastic period of control on the back. Didn't quite get the full control he needed, but...
Touch your gloves, and we are back underway here at the Lotto Arena in Antwerp, Belgium. Donovan Desmae, Aiden Lee throwing down in this lightweight contest. Lee moving up a division here to face Desmae, fighting out of Brussels, just an hour down the road. Is the home fighter, and a partisan crowd in support of their national hero. Oh, and Desmae opening up here. He's caught Lee with some big shots. Aiden Lee forced to clinch, Josh.
Yeah, he cut some really nice angles. Managed to find the short uppercuts, short hooks on the way in. Oh, rolling through for a leg again here. Oh, this would be a tornado sweep if he could hit it. He's got a knee bar option here, though. Now he's got a heel hook entry, but you can see the knee of Desmae is free, which means he's got a lot more option to rotate. And it's interesting that Lee is hunting for these legs so readily. I mean, they are a very hot thing in jiu-jitsu right now, but if someone knows their initial defenses, and they're a little bit slippery as they are here, you know, it's by no means a surefire thing.
Yeah, time's certainly running out in terms of opportunities for those as the fight wears on, and as you quite rightly say, Josh, the fighters get that little bit more slippery. No pancrase boots here, unfortunately, to make those classic bash root and Ken
Again, look, see that hook? He's going to shoot that leg all the way through and then try and wrap it around onto the hip. He's got to create the space to do it, though. There we go, outside heel hook.
Lee looking for that heel.
Yeah, Desmae again frees the knee. He's going to turn into him. Get some weight on that foot. We're just caught inside the shorts.
Must be getting frustrating at this stage, Josh, because while Donovan Desmae is doing everything right and he's escaping all these submission attempts, he's forced to play the defensive game, and he's not really been able to get sustained periods of offense going.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's credit to Aiden Lee, who's scrambling effectively using these leg locks. He's interesting. He's, well, elevator sweep possibly. But this is good from Desmae. Stay heavy on top. Keep those ankles buried down. You know, don't let your opponent sit up and shoot those legs through. If he stays heavy on his heels.
Oh, good shots there from Desmae. You know, he does need to put his foot on the gas at some point, Josh.
Well, I mean, you know, if he can slow it down and keep these kind of shots coming, then it's probably quite a good strategy for him. See, every time he puts his leg up here, he gives the option for another leg entry if Aiden Lee can get the initial hook in.
Got to be careful of those legs coming up from Aiden Lee, does Desmae.
I mean, this kind of butterfly guard is hard to play while Aiden Lee is flat on his back and the weight of Desmae is down. Again, he's going to look for that outside heel hook. Desmae's trying to get weight on it. He's going to plant all his weight on that foot, and this is a much tighter lock. This is much tighter on the upper thigh. Going to double outside Ashi now, possibly, can't quite tell. Could get stacked past. I mean, there's a lot of permutations that can happen from here. But Desmae doing a good job. He's got to keep the weight on the foot. Now he's got the option for an over-under pass, settling for a heavy half guard. You know what? I think Aiden Lee is starting to get a bit worn out with these leg entries.
Yeah, more twists and turns than the latest M. Night Shyamalan thriller. Aiden Lee and Donovan Desmae playing that leg lock game. And in the second round, Josh, it's Donovan Desmae coming out on top here.
Yeah, he seems to just have it sussed. Oh, he's got to be careful. Yeah, so again, turn, free the knee.
He's landed a couple of those short shots, and he seems happy to play the game with Aiden Lee. Obviously very confident in his defensive capabilities, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of good methodical groundwork with some strikes thrown in here. You know, there's not really been enough thrown at him with intention and speed as to make him really worry that much beyond the initial escape. Feet on the hips again from Aiden Lee. Let's see if he looks to shoot the leg through once more. Good second round for Donovan Desmae, though.
Oh, absolutely, a real chess game, and it is the Belgian coming out on top in the second frame.
I think
it's going to be a very interesting third round, Josh.
I think Aiden Lee's starting to look tired. You know, he's everything was just a little bit slower there.
Yeah, I'd certainly agree with that notion, and we see Tom Breeze just trying to give Aiden Lee a bit of a pep talk. As we take a look back now at some of the action from that second round.
Yeah, good. And these were the good changes of angles and the short shots from Desmae that set up all the rest of the period of control. Here we go, butterfly hooks, looking to drive one of them through for the Ashigarami or the knee reap.
And it was these short shots, both on the feet earlier on and a number of times on the ground.
It was good heavy posture. You know, a couple of times he managed to lock him down in half guard and really start wearing him out.
Josh, I don't know how much you can take from body language, but shoulders of Aiden Lee in the corner were a little bit shrugged. Desmae perhaps looking the slightly more positive of the two, but a nice left hook and another from Aiden Lee to start things off.
Yeah, he had much more defined, crisper strikes and feints at the outset of this fight. Short elbow as the distance closes there, but you can see there's just no real explosion as he tries two back-to-back spinning elbows. You gotta wonder if you need to go back to basics here.
Yeah, there just wasn't the zip on those shots necessary to make them count.
Yeah, this is a good frame, but he's got to put it to use. Drive some knees up there, break and throw some shots. I think both guys are very tired at this point.
Yeah, Desmae equally just lacking that little bit of sting in his shots. Both men wading in, though, with everything they've got, trading punches in the center of the cage.
Yeah,
big right hand from Desmae. Can he make it count? Can he capitalize?
Yeah, I think if he drives forward now, Aiden Lee's going to have to circle out. He's just, his guard is dropping every time. Good shots on the inside.
Desmae needs to get that dirty boxing going here, but it's Lee who walks him back into the cage and shuts him down.
Let's see if Desmae can spin him off the cage here. That way he can dictate the break and the range.
And that was Desmae's best moment of the fight for me, Josh.
Yeah, it was a good period of strikes. You know, he just managed to let himself get tied up and slowed down here.
Desmae desperately trying to turn off the cage here to get something going. Lee happy to tie his man up. Oh,
easy body lock for him, just threw him down to the ground.
And let's see how much Aiden Lee has left from the bottom here. Desmae looking to go to work with these short shots. He's cut Aiden Lee right on the brow.
Yeah, Lee again was looking for that leg lock, but he's gone back to a knee shield here. He's got to try and get some space. He's either got to get in really close or use his knees to create some frames. Look at this.
The referee's taking a close look at this one, Josh, and perhaps one sustained barrage of punches and elbows from Donovan Desmae would be enough.
Yeah, Desmae's grinding on him here. It was just grinding on him, wearing him out, picking his shots. It's not pretty, but it is efficient.
Desmae perhaps confident that he's got one round in the bag and thinking that he can keep this position and keep the momentum for the second, take this one on points, but...
Again, here we go, Ashigarami turns, frees the knee. And at this point, it's becoming very easy for him to just pull that knee out. He's got to get this whizzer in quickly, though. An easy move to side control for Desmae.
Look for the short elbows here from the Belgian.
I mean, he's going to ground out on top here, I can tell you. There's just no explosiveness left in Aiden Lee at this point.
And it was a strong start from the Englishman, but Desmae taking over here. Finally able to work his own game, and it's an effective one. Lee desperately trying to search out these...
Oh, calf crush. Now, this is an inadvertent calf crush he's got here. Exceptionally rare. Well, it's... Oh, and he lets it go. What a missed opportunity for Aiden Lee. Kimura attempt, though. Does have it very nice as a defensive maneuver when he wrestles.
Aiden Lee not out of this one yet. Still fighting.
And you see immediately Desmae sits his weight on him, smashes him down and just says, I'll have no more of that. Heavy, heavy top pressure.
Less than a minute to go.
And Lee trying to bump, get that knee through again. He's got leg entries off this half butterfly. He's looking for it again.
And every time Desmae able to spin his way out.
I mean, we've got to be up to a good 8 or 9 of these attempted outside heel hook positions.
Series of short elbows there from the Belgian. Just keeping up this onslaught of offense. Yeah. Knee on belly, looking to create some space here to slice away with those bows.
I mean, he kept it very low.
Final 10 seconds. Desmae looking to explode with some final elbow strikes here.
You know, I don't think, based on these last 2 rounds, it's going to be a difficult decision for the judges here. I think Desmae really, once he got the hang of the very flashy opening stanzas from Aiden Lee, was able to just grind on him.
Yeah, we talked about Desmae being shut down as soon as he got the opportunity to put his own stamp on the fight. We saw a very, very dominant performance, more so in the third, where he was able to defend multiple leg submissions and chop away with a series of sharp elbows.
Yeah, and I don't think the cardio of Aiden Lee really helped the situation from his behalf. You know, stopped being explosive, looked for the same entry repeatedly. These were great shots on top from Desmae. Just cuffing the back of the head there to maintain the range.
Aiden Lee wanting to ride that momentum into his 4th professional contest of the year, but bearing a significant upset here. It looks not to have happened for him. Donovan Desmae has already been celebrating. We'll throw it to Andy Friedlander, our MC in the cage, to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score this contest 29-28, 29-26, and 29-27. All in favour of the winner. By unanimous decision, Donovan Vegas Desmae.
Donovan Vegas Desmae. He rolled double sixes tonight, Josh. A difficult first round. He came back and took the second 2 with a consummate performance. Vegas picks up his first win here at Cage Warriors.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come now